Davia Washington McGee joining me now. Thank you so much for being with us. So what happened when you crossed over?
We turned down this little side road because we was going to see if that led us to the destination and we was going to turn around. We heard a car beat the horn and pulled around us. Zendel was in the back seat. He said, "Don't stop." He saw a gun.
We drove through a few streets and corners until we got back on the main street. Mm-hmm. And that's when a gang of shooting started. Zendel and Shaheed, they jumped out to run and they were gunned down. They was at Tay window beating on her window with a little gun, probably a 9mm. Mm-hmm. And I jumped out of the driver's side. And when I jumped out on the driver's side, that's when I was shot in both legs.
We was on the ground for maybe like 10 minutes after they took everything from us. And I guess whoever told them to just go ahead and bring us with them, that's when they loaded us on the back of the truck.
And your two friends, were they still alive at that point?
They were alive at that point. I couldn't see Shaheed because he was like behind me, but I could see Zendel back. He was hit 2 times and big chunks of meat was gone out of him. And then we rode probably 10, 15 more minutes and we got to the spot where they was taking us, the investigator or interrogator us more. And that's when Shaheed said, "I love y'all, I'm gone." And he died right there. In the back of the truck. Yeah, that he loved us and he was gone. That was the last thing he said.
And that was in the back of the pickup?
Yes, sir.
Were you able to say anything to him, or?
I just told him I was sorry.
So you finally arrived at this destination. What was it? It was a
house with a lot of Mexicans outside with guns.
Putting on Diablo mask, red plastic mask.
They put masks on?
Yeah, it was putting the guns to our head, telling us not to look up, things like that.
Had you gotten any kind of medical treatment?
The cartel took us to a clinic after we left from the spot where they was questioning us at.
They told us, they was like, I guess after they kept asking us and our answers never changed. They said, well, we're gonna get y'all some help.
And what kind of treatment did they give you?
They put my leg on a 2x4 and then they stitched it up.
They just stitched it up?
Right.
Did they give you...
No pain medicine or nothing. They just stitched it up. And it might have not even been later that same day, all the stitches bust out.
Did they check to see if the bullet was still inside or anything like that?
No, sir. After they stitched it, they took some, like, I guess, gauze, and they put the 2x4 board under there, and they was wrapping it around like that, and I was telling them the 2x4 was hitting me in the back of my leg, and it was killing me, so they took away the 2x4.
What about Zendel?
Me and him was in the room together, and he was fighting for his life, and they didn't do nothing.
They didn't do anything to treat him?
Mm-hmm.
Was he conscious? Were you able to talk to him?
Yeah. I talked to him the whole time.
What do you say in a situation like that?
I just told him I'm sorry because I asked him to come with me. And he was like, "It's okay, I'm your brother. I'm supposed to be there for you. I love you."
And is that where he died?
They told, after he didn't fight so long, they was going to take him to the hospital. Then they came back like maybe an hour later and it was like he was dead.
So all this time, I mean, there's guys with guns around you guarding him.
Mm-hmm. They was like, we had to stay there for them to investigate us and different things. And like one of them was sitting but a chair like where you sitting to. And he was looking at something on his phone. And I can remember the sound of that day of when it happened. Like I could remember the gunshots, the noise, and I heard it. And I asked him, I said, "Excuse me, is that us?" And he said, "Yes." I said, "Can I see it?" And he's like, "Hold on." And he turned the phone around and showed a video of us being kidnapped and stuff like that.
One of the gunmen actually showed you the video that we've all seen of you being kidnapped on the street.
Mm-hmm.
That's surreal. I mean, what was that like?
I just started crying. It's like I'm never going home.
Did it in any way help you to know that this video was out there, that people at least knew?
I thought maybe it was just out in Mexico. I didn't know that it hadn't reached the States.
United States, right.
So I felt a little better because I just didn't know our families knew anything that happened to us.
You're a woman in custody with cartel gunmen. Were they threatening to you in violence, in sexual violence? I mean...
Yeah, they said all that stuff. All that.
They did?
Mm-hmm.
Right. They tried to make us have sex with each other,
and
but
we told them we was brothers and sisters.
Brother and sister, and that she was pregnant.
Wait a minute. They tried to make you have sex with each other.
Mm-hmm.
What did they say to you?
They was like, what are y'all? We said brothers and sisters. And they was like, have sex with each other. I was like, no, these are my brothers. I'm pregnant.